11. Friends don't lie.
Stop it! You're freaking her out!
She's freaking me out! The upside down.
Do you understand what he's talking about?
No. I found the chocolate pudding!
Oh God, please tell me it's not the kid.
I need you to hide!
Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
Holy shit.
Welcome back. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy. And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Stranger Things. This time it's chapter 9 of season 2, The Gate. The finale.
That's my yes and. Gate.
It is The Gate.
Check the gate.
It's the first time in the show that we get a 9th episode to a season.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting.
It is. Last episode of the second season. Bing, bing, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Bing, bing, boom. And they go 8, 9, 8, 9, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, 8 episodes in season 3, 9 in season 4.
Mm-hmm. But this episode, we're going to talk about overall thoughts. Deep. I'm talking, whoa, you're going to feel it in your diaphragm. The recap we're about to drop.
In your plums.
Favorite moments, favorite performances, Easter Eggos, all that shit. But first, you know what we got to do. We got to create a Mad Lib. I'm in charge this week. Well, technically you guys are, and I'm just taking notes.
You're the moderator.
Transcription.
Yeah, but we're using the 80s themed Mad Lib book again this week. And who wants to start us off?
I'll go first.
Andy, give me a verb.
Steve, you go first. Just kidding. Let's see. A verb. Dangle.
Steve, an occupation.
Dentist.
Andy, an adjective.
Minty.
Steve, a celebrity.
Ooh, Timothée Chalamet.
Andy, a part of the body, plural.
Elbows.
Steve, a noun.
Juicer.
Andy, a verb. My butt hurts.
Your butt hurts?
Yeah. I need one of those donuts for hemorrhoid peoples.
Oh, no.
I don't have a hemorrhoid. I just would think it would be nice.
Get your hemorrhoids off my chair.
What if I was bare ass in it?
Right now?
Yeah.
You should try that sometime.
Just we all go pantless?
Yeah, just see how it changes the timbre.
I'm done. Different
Verb.
vibe.
Masturbate.
Okay. I love how you just masturbate. Plural noun, Steve.
Concubines.
Adjective.
Let's go with jacked.
Just jacking on your mind right now. Adjective.
Svelte.
Noun.
Volcano.
Number.
2.
You always say 2. Noun.
Toilet paper.
Adverb.
God damn it. Adverb. It's one with ends with ly, right?
Typically.
Quickly.
Occupation.
DJ.
Plural noun.
Change that to a horse jockey, please.
Really?
Yes.
Plural noun.
That's right.
Dingleberries.
Ooh woo. A verb ending in ing.
Prancing.
And thus completes our story titled "Give Me a Beat."
Oh, Andy, drop a beat. Right.
You almost picked DJ.
Boom.
Bars. Well, now it's time to talk about our overall thoughts. What you guys thought of the finale of this second season, the sophomore season of Stranger Things, on here on Streaming Things, succinctly. That's right. That's some alliteration for that ass. Andy, what'd you think of the finale?
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Yeah.
No, honestly, this for a season that maybe started a little slow, was maybe a little
hearsay,
maybe a little samey at times. This stucks the landing.
Stucks the landing.
Stucks the landing. I love it. This finale is fucking phenomenal. I mean, honestly, I love everything about this. I think that it has some of the most heartfelt, wonderful moments. I'm thinking of Hop and Eleven driving in the car, kind of having a true, like, respect each other moment and, like, let's love each other for who we are type of moment. I think that shit is great. We get the best payoff to the best bromance that TV has ever put to film. And I think that this is just a wonderful one.
You don't like the bromance? Or the best bromance? Is that the thing you're hung up on?
Did you say bromance?
Yeah, bromance between Steve and Dustin. That is a bromance. They are bros and they're mancing.
Kind of. I would say he's more of a father figure, like a mentor.
No. They're homie. They got a secret handshake next season. It's
sure, next season. But right now he's like dropping him off at the dance, teaching him how to do his hair, teaching him how to talk to girls.
I wouldn't say father
protecting
figure.
him.
Helping him
I
with
would
his
say-
homework.
I would say big brother figure.
Sure.
Um,
Bro.
mans. Anyway,
Brother mans.
The payoff at the snowball, wonderful stuff. I think that there is some really cool, fun, like CGI shit going on in the big climactic sequences. And like we've talked about all season, and we will continue to talk about in almost every episode of Stranger Things, they do such a good job of giving everybody something to do and for everything that they do to be important and for it all to coalesce into this wonderful merriment. And this finale is just fantastic.
I agree. A really amazing episode. It's got higher stakes and more action than the last season finale did. Even though that season finale is amazing, this one just feels bigger and grander in every sense of the way. And like you said, all the characters have a job to do and they write it so well. I do think if I am going to pick some nits, there are a couple of things that happen in this episode where like the flow of a scene might feel a little odd, a little bumbly. Like when they're catching 11 up with what's going on, there's a little bit of a weird vibe to that scene that's going around. And the biggest one for me is specifically the climactic closing the gate scene. Feels like they're ramping up to a third level of that scene, and then it just doesn't go there. It just, oh, we did it. Oh, the gate's closed. I for sure thought she was going to be like, I'm using the anger that Callie did it.
But now I need to use the
But
good.
now I need the power of love to do it. And it's like, no, it's hate. The answer's always hate. Anger and hate. That's how you get shit done.
It should end with her thinking of Max, and then she beats the Mind Flayer, you know?
that hoe. But other than that, like I do think it's still effective. The character choices are so incredible. That scene with Hopper and 11 in the car is really, really good. But even like the post danger aspect of this episode, it's almost like a third of the episode. It's like, okay, we defeated the antagonist, and now you get to have this sort of epilogue, this bookend with all the characters kind of going about their lives, trying to be normal again. And I think all those moments work so well, and every part of it hits. They really have the core characters down, because like Nancy can do. She sees Dustin looking upset and she goes to dance with Dustin at the snowball. And because we've been with these characters for 2 seasons, and like you're out of all my brother's friends, you're my favorite. Like that lands because of just the smallest thing they wrote in the first episode of the first season of him trying to give her pizza. And like, your sister used to be cool. I like that type of shit. They know the character so well that they can just do these small little
Except when their
things.
birthdays are.
That's true, yeah. When is Will's birthday? When is it, Duffers? Tell me. But no, amazing episode. Kit, what did you think?
I love this episode. It's like a fucking a 1-2 punch, almost the likes of which we got with season 6 of Game of Thrones at the end. You know, the Battle of Bastards and the Winds of Winter. So say I with the Mind Flayer and the Gate. It felt that way at least. It was so goddamn good. Little character moments, like you say. It's such an interesting choice to kind of wrap up the big bad so quickly and then give us 20 minutes of a denouement, you know, to take time to have these characters get some good times, some normal kind of, it just turns into a completely different John Hughes movie, you know? And it's not eye rolly. It's like, we need that.
Yeah.
Fuck all this shit. These are kids. They need to go to the snowball. Every pretty girl deserves to go to a ball.
And it's so good that they set up the snowball as something that we could see. And I don't know about you guys, but I had kind of forgotten all about the snowball promise from the first season. So when it's like, what's so important on one night? Oh, of course, it's the snowball. And as a fan of the show, you get super like, oh, yay, the dance. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I can't wait to talk about it here in a minute. I'm excited for 30 minutes from now. I really am.
When we're in the thick of things.
Into the thick of it. Well, now it's time to do the deep dive, the recap. But first, a quick word to hear from one of our sponsors. And we're back, and it's time for the recap. Netflix describes The Gate thusly. 11 makes plans to finish what she started, while the survivors turn up the heat on the monstrous force that holds Will hostage.
Will.
It's getting hot in here. So hot. So take off all your
Nancy's really sweaty.
Getting so hot.
I can't wait to talk about that scene. I cannot wait.
It starts with a hug between Mike and 11 because at the end of the last episode, it was 11 waltzing in after killing all the demo dogs.
We're just right there. We're back into it. Like it fades up like, oh, the last episode didn't actually end. It's continuing, bitches.
Remember your favorite moment from the last episode? It's doing it again.
Ooh, but the drama heats up like the heaters around Will because he says, I called you every night. And she says, for 353 days. And he's like, wait, you were just listening? I heard, yeah. Really sad stuff sometimes. Pretty pathetic. No bars.
Sometimes I would call out to you and you would kind of hear me, but you wouldn't take that as a hint. So really that's on you.
No riz. And he's like, wait, you were just listening? You didn't answer? And then Hopper's like, because I wouldn't let her.
I love this bit where he steps forward. I wouldn't let her. How you doing, kid? You son of a bitch. And they like, it's like very like.
But then he says it in his gruff way, like, where you been? But also it's like it's his way of saying, I missed you so much. I love you.
Yeah.
But he just says, where you been? Right. But then Mike pushes Hopper like, yo, fuck you. Let's fight. Right. Let's talk alone. And he tells Mike, I'm not asking you to thank me. I'm asking you to try to understand. I just don't want you to blame her, which is why he cut in because I wouldn't let her. You didn't want him to be mad at Elle, which I think is so wonderful.
Oh, no, I blame you.
That's fine,
You
kid.
stupid liar, disgusting piece of shit, motherfucker.
That's how I feel about
Baby
me
dick
as well.
Bitch, motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, Cab.
The scene ends with Hopper putting Mike in cuffs. He assaulted an officer.
He's going in. I know we got a lot going on right now,
Callahan,
but the law is the
Powell.
law. Yeah, where's Callahan and Powell been?
Well, where? Callahan's getting high in his basement.
I think he
sawing
should've-
up body parts.
I think he should have killed him off.
Callahan?
Yeah. One of them.
I mean, eventually. I mean, there's still time.
I'm just saying, they just disappear. There's a lot going on the police could be doing in this town. I know they're not the most active.
They're still out
cops.
there investigating the pumpkins.
They're putting flags down. This job sucks. Yeah, but he's like, no, fuck you. You lying piece of shit.
You're a liar.
I'm sorry, kid.
You're a liar.
He does the
not your
Goodwill
fault.
Hunting thing. Yeah. Yeah, we have the same brain.
fault.
Brain twins.
They're hugging, they're crying.
11 is out there hugging Lucas and Dustin, and she pokes Dustin's mouth.
Teeth.
Teeth.
Get your
have
fingers out of my mouth.
Max, I feel,
There's something that happens from this scene till like the title sequence that I was the whole time like, please do something about this. But her nose is just bloody and she doesn't wipe it or anything. And so as the scene progresses, I'm just like, will someone please give her a goddamn tissue?
At this point, it's a booger, you know?
it's hardening.
It's just hanging out. It's just dangling out of her nostril. No one's saying anything.
I feel so bad for Max.
Right?
She's
Oh,
been
yeah.
putting up with so much shit from fucking Mike.
Mike.
And she's like, hi, I'm Max. And she's not even into him. She's
Not
into
breathing.
Lucas. It's like, yeah, what are you doing? But she brushes her off, hugs Joyce, which that is bittersweet because it's good to see their reunion. That's like her surrogate mother, you
I
know?
wish Max would have been like, I get why they're together now.
They both suck.
They're both assholes to me.
It's a joint circle and they just pass it around her.
And she says to Joyce, can I see him? And she already knew that Will was not doing well. She's been watching with her mind palace.
She's been Will watching.
Nina TV.
He said, close gate. And Joy's like, this is kind of all your fault, right? Do you think you could close the gate because you opened it?
Yeah. If you were to maybe rectify the mistakes that you made, my boy would be alive. Mm-hmm. Would that be cool with you, 11?
And Elle's like, fuck yeah, I could. I could do that, Joyce, for you because you're my dog. And then there's
Speaking of dogs,
yeah, it cuts to all those demo dogs guarding the gate. It's
pretty cool shot.
Then you get the if Cartman was doing the theme song, that's what it would sound like. Karen is in the tub.
Karen.
Looking like a snack.
Treating herself queen. Get it.
Reading her romance novel. Ding dong. Ted's fucking miserable baby dick ass sleeping in the lazy boy.
His lazy boy is right next door to the front door.
Andy, what say you?
What say you, sir?
I say that he's just a heavy sleeper, and they did not cut to Karen warning him ahead of time, hey, I need some me time. So hold the fort down, please. We didn't see none of that.
What do you think happened? I'm going to be in the bathroom for 3 hours. I will be making sounds.
Just dropping a deuce.
That's what I do in there.
Okay. All right. This one is pretty
She's
unforgivable.
probably shit jacking.
Not going to lie. Not going to lie. This one's unforgivable.
This one's pretty indefensible.
Yeah.
Because she made a whole production of it. There are
she lit candles?
There are like 10 lit candles.
Yeah.
She's got music playing. She's reading her novel.
Have any of you ever actually tried to
Chocolate-covered
read
strawberries
in a tub?
Yeah.
no.
I have.
Really? How'd it go? I feel like I'd get the
went well.
paper wet almost immediately.
I did.
Pretty upsetting. Pretty upsetting, I bet.
I mean, it wasn't upsetting, but it was kind of, oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
I've
how do you
read
do that?
in a soaking tub when I was in Jamaica. We had one of those rooms with a little tub on the balcony, and I floated in that and read. And so I feel like that's close enough.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that counts.
But you weren't balls out in that. You had a swimsuit?
No, I was balls out.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
It was one of those corner rooms, so like nobody could see me anyway.
I wouldn't care anyway.
Oh, it's
my room.
Yeah.
My
I like
balls.
leaned over and was like, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
Got back in the tub.
And dropped him on the balcony.
Guess what? I'm naked.
What's a soaking tub? Is it not a hot tub?
Not
It's
a hot tub. No.
It's just a pool?
The water. Yeah. It's just a way
Just-
to be in the water outside, but
It's
still
just stagnant water just sitting out there.
pretty much.
Andy was hanging out in someone's bucket.
So you fill it with hot water, but you drain it every time you use it.
So it's just a bathtub outside?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. So you do drain the tub.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Okay.
So it's just a bathtub.
Yeah. An outside.
But you don't, I get what he's saying. You don't soap up. Like Andy's not out there with the loofah on the balcony.
That's a different tub.
Watch.
You and your new fiance go float around and chat and drink. And,
Or read by yourself, naked.
Yeah, totally.
What were you reading?
I was reading the Stormlight Archive at that point. I think I was on the second
An actual book, or do you have a Kindle?
Actual book.
Okay. Because I would take a Kindle in a tub, wipe that off if it gets a splash on it, you know?
Are they waterproof?
I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe that's opposite
right.
day for some people, but it feels like if I got a couple drops on a screen, that's a quick towel and you're done. Mm-hmm. You get drops on a page, it's never going to dry the same. It'll be all wrinkly and weird forever.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
I have respect for books. Sorry, Karen.
Yeah.
And there's not enough lighting in there to be reading. She's going to hurt her eyes.
That's
Probably.
true.
It was very dimly lit, but it's very romantic. I think she's only going to be reading for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm. And then what?
The toys come out.
Tad! It's time.
Just that yell, Tad!
Drying me up like a fucking raisin every
Where's
goddamn
baby
day,
Holly
Tad.
at? Where's baby Holly at been this
She's
season?
asleep.
She's dead.
She's asleep. But so
absent.
Karen has to get out of the tub all fucking soaped up,
All horned up from that book.
put a robe on right over the bubbles,
Just got done with a chapter of Akator.
a guitar,
Yeah.
Good enough.
traipsed on down to the door,
Too traipsed.
answers it, saunters over, if you will, and it's Billy.
Billy, who looks just like the cover guy on the book she's reading. So
he's-
it's like, oh, my imagination come to life.
And he's packing Riz. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize Nancy had a sister. And I love the bit. Oh, I'm her mother. And he goes, Mrs. Wheeler. Oh, are you here to see Nancy? Oh, no, she's not my type. Oh, because that makes it weird if it's like if you're there for the daughter, right? He's clearing the way.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No.
Not my type at all.
I'm actually here looking for my sister Max. I'm actually pretty worried about her.
I heard from Mrs. Sinclair that this is the designated hangout.
I can see that. Things are hanging out.
I really want to see. I really want to see if he did the same thing with Mrs. Sinclair. Mrs. Sinclair.
No, she is devoted to Mr.
I
Sinclair.
didn't know Lucas had another sister other than Erica.
So she ends up giving him, he comes in. By the way, Ted's sleeping through all this.
And he's like 3 feet to her right
Oh, he-
because that chair is right next to the front door.
Can we also talk about the way he was ringing that doorbell?
Was what?
Like even ding to ding ding to ding ding ding. It was constant. And she's like, I'm coming. Ooh. You know, I feel like any normal person be like, you're very cute, but what the fuck, dude?
Well, he explained, I'm very worried about my sister. She's been missing all day, right?
So here I am, just an absolute snack.
And she did not expect to see somebody
Her
so
romance
attractive.
novel
Yeah.
come to life.
Yeah.
I'm
At
just
her front
saying,
door.
I would have been annoyed.
No, not her. You got to put yourself in the mind of Mrs. Wheeler. You're rocking all that, working 2 jobs, 9 to 5 style.
3 kids.
Coming home, cleaning the house, putting up with all that shit. You ain't had a good dickin' and checks notes since you met Ted. And then you answer that door. Whoa. And she gives him directions to Will's house. And I love the bit where she says, drive slow. And he goes, always.
Always.
When he famously always drives very
Yeah,
fast.
he like peeled out of that cul-de-sac.
And then,
And she like watches him go like, look at that thing go. Staring at his ass.
oh yeah, there was some cheek watching going on there.
For sure.
You bounce a dick off that ass.
Yeah,
That's what she was
You
thinking.
can bounce a dick off that ass.
Steve always famously says, I would never say something so weird.
I'm just saying, you could
Was it bounce a dick off of in the original, or was it bounce a penis off?
I think it was.
It's bounce a penis. It's even weirder. It's more medical.
just stating facts. We cut to Hopper, and he says, hey, the gate is way bigger now. I don't know. You haven't seen it in a while. It might be a bigger ask than you're aware of.
It's grown a lot.
And it's crawling with dogs, demo dogs. And of course, Dustin throughout this episode is there to correct everybody with his newly formed nomenclature.
He discovered Dart. He gets to name the species.
And he's like, you know what? It's not, I'm sorry. It's not the time. You're right. But Elle says that she can do it. And then they point out, hey, closing the gate, if our theory is correct, might kill Will. And Joyce is like, hold on just a gosh darn second. Will's over there, by the way. He's sleeping all goofy on the bed. I don't know if you guys noticed. If we're going to pick nits, and I give you guys shit, but I also famously love to pick nits. This is terrible sleep acting. This is the worst sleep acting of all time. Because not only is he sleeping, he's drugged. This is a medical coma. And this dude is clearly just a young boy actor told to close his eyes and hold still because he is rigid as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board. I don't know. When it cut to him, I was just like, Noah, relax your muscles, buddy. You know what I mean?
We can tell you're awake, sir.
Action. You know what I mean?
maybe it's to imply that he's not a normal boy. There's something alien about
He's
him.
being controlled. And then she sees the open window and she's like, wait a second. He likes it cold.
Oh, it's so obvious.
If it's a virus, we have to make the host uninhabitable.
We've been giving it what it wants.
Burn it out of him. Hopper gives them directions, I think, to his cabin that he lives in with Elle, right?
Yeah.
And
And he's telling Jaybird these directions. And if I was Jaybird, I would have lost that immediately. As soon as he turned away, I would have been like, fuck.
well, we're all spoiled
Yeah,
by
he's like-
iMaps and whatnot now, right?
Turn down Cooper's Barren Road, and then it's going to dead end, and then it's just a walk.
Take a right
Which
at the oak
way?
tree.
It's not that. He could go down to Denfield.
I don't know what an oak tree looks like.
He lives there as well.
It looks like other trees.
It's down Denfield. You'll see an oak tree, swing a right, and it's a 5-minute walk. That's all he says.
5-minute walk into the woods. from
Where?
which direction?
After you swing a right at the oak tree.
At the end of the road. That's what I'm saying. You swing your right, you get to the end of the road, it dead ends, and he's like, it's a 5-minute walk. That
Straight.
way? Or that one?
I would assume
Or
straight.
that- okay.
But I actually don't think he meant that. I think the swinging right is on foot. Park at the oak tree. Because that's what Hopper does. He parks like off the road and then walks into the woods.
Oh, fuck. That's even worse. Now he doesn't even know where to park.
And he's like radioing Hopper. I think it's an oak tree.
It's really dark out here.
He's at a gas station eating an ice cream cone. Listen,
What does an oak tree look like?
Listen, Hopper,
the leaves are the 5-pointed ones that are like your classic leaf from like a Snoopy or like if you draw like a fall coloring book with pumpkins and leaves, there'll be oak. You know, it's the or maybe I'm thinking of maple.
Leaves.
I don't know.
I could have just talked hella shit, and I'm thinking of
Listen,
maple
Hopper, I
leaves.
followed your directions, but the guy that's here at the gas station says that this isn't the place.
I was wrong. Those are maple leaves, I think. Let me see. Maple tree leaves. Yeah, I was thinking of maple. Ah, fuck. I don't know. Let me see. Oak tree.
Yeah.
Apparently, it depends on the oak tree, and they are all significantly different.
They're the big, it's like the big fish tree, though, or like the Forrest Gump tree. No, look at the tree itself, though. Like oak trees are pretty recognizable.
Are they?
They're
Hang
big, triumphant bastards. And they got like crazy branches and stuff. That's like when you think a tree, you're thinking oak. It's like that's a fucking tree. It's definitely not like a juniper or an evergreen.
Well, it's a good thing that oak tree is surrounded by
other trees
in the woods that aren't oak.
They've all lived there their entire life. Jonathan's like, oh, I got head by that oak tree once from Sally or whatever, you know? Dang.
Rest in peace, Sally.
Why is she dead? Why is everybody dead?
I don't know.
Jonathan's dick is deadly.
You know it.
Yeah, so they, he's not worried about the directions though, but you're right. We're spoiled nowadays after decades of MapQuest and Google Maps. We no longer know how to do this. But
that's true.
He says, let me know when the thing is out. And Jonathan's like, he's like, no.
It's
a
deadly.
monster. Hopper,
exactly.
Hopper, it's out.
What do I do next?
Tell me what to do. Steve is awesome. Not you. Steve Harrington.
I know.
You're pretty awesome too, Steve.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
He tells Nancy that she should go with Jonathan. He's such a fucking mature bastard.
I may be a pretty shitty boyfriend, but turns out I'm a pretty damn good babysitter.
She wants to go with Jonathan, but she doesn't want to hurt Steve. And he's like, no, let's not play this. I'm a big boy. All right? Yeah, it's going to hurt. We're beyond this. Go with Jonathan.
I saw you in the woods together.
It's okay, Nance. Oh, it's one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's so cool. We like Steve.
We like Steve and we love Steve.
We love Steve.
Yeah, Murray's wrong. Mike tells Elle to be careful. I can't lose you again. Promise.
COM promise.
I'll survive, but I won't return to you. Halfway happy. And they almost kiss. Hop, who's her dad, he's in the back. No. Let's go.
Nope.
Shut that shit down.
Leave room for Jesus.
3 inches.
They are too young. This is all nonsense. Mm-hmm. But Jonathan, Joyce, and Nancy are in a crew together. Hopper and Elle go off to the lab together, and then the kids stay with Steve. I believe those are the factions.
Yes.
Hopper wants to talk, they're in the car now, about why she looks like an MTV punk. I don't hate it. I'm just fucking around. But we were not going to talk about where you been. What happened? To see Mama. He is shook. Oh, I fucked up big time.
How'd you get there?
I love this because it's like he's trying to process how she got all the way over there at 12 years old. But also, how does she know about Mama? I'm in so much trouble.
Oh, shit, I lied to her.
Like so many layers to this, and he does such a good job of like trying to process. And he's such a normally like a reactionary person that he's like, don't fuck it up. She's pretty happy with you.
Just breathe, Jim.
It's so good.
How did you get there?
A truck.
A big
truck. A big truck.
Whose
truck?
A man's.
A nice man.
So good. He was a nice man. And she says, I shouldn't have left. She doesn't want to explain the whole thing. It's too complicated. There's there's 8. She's got a different power.
Like,
I ran around with a bunch of murderers for a while.
People don't like that episode. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to talk about it.
And Hopper, just like Steve, is so mature. And I love that they did, it's like a emotional shorthand. This is a fucking finale, right? This isn't on you, kid. And he admits his wrongs, right? But he's a little bit filled with self-pity about it. I'm just a black hole.
Sometimes I feel like I'm some kind of black hole.
Black
This is
hole?
the curse that he keeps bringing up. He does it like every season.
Yeah, it's like a black hole is like this thing out in space. It sucks and destroys everything into it.
Like your mom.
She threw in a your mom joke. Nice kid. He daps her up.
Respect.
But he's like, no, he talks about Sarah loved space. We're always reading this space book together. Who's Sarah? And then I cry every time because he's like, Sarah. Oh, and like he can't believe he's never mentioned her. He can't believe he hasn't told her about her.
That's my girl.
Gone.
Gone?
Mine? She's like the seagulls from Finding Nemo.
Mine? The black hole, it got her.
And he said,
Did you kill her?
That's why I've been so scared.
Your mom killed her?
That's why I've been such an asshole. I've been scared it would take you too. And I've been so stupid. And one of his 3 rules is not to be stupid.
Guess we broke our rule. We've both been stupid.
And he looks at her outfit. He's like, it's kind of cool. And she says, bitchin'.
Dude,
Okay,
sure. That look, that like beat where David Harbour just kind of processes the bitch and
That's
goes,
skibbity.
okay. Like it is.
You know?
When the boys say stuff like that sometimes, I'm always like,
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, sure. Yep, that's right.
And
It's beautiful acting.
we cut back to Dustin and Steve, and Dustin's clearing out the buyer's fridge because he wants to put the dead demo dog body into
And
it.
Steve's just rolling with it, like, okay. But
You're gonna explain this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lucas and Max are doing the opposite. They're cleaning the house. Think about that. And Dustin's just
for
over there
sure.
throwing
Yeah.
shit on the
What
ground.
the fuck?
Yeah, Dustin's gonna get into the kitchen like, dude, come on.
Or you mean Lucas?
Yeah.
But Mike's just pacing. He's not helping either. And Steve's like, look, bottom line, Coach Paul calls a play, you execute it. Sports metaphors? Like, that's Steve. Sports metaphors right now?
This isn't a stupid sports game.
And if it was, we're on the bench. Whoa.
And my point is, yeah, we're on the bench.
And Dustin says, that's not entirely true, right? And so Mike comes up with this plan to start a fire at the hub of the tunnel system to draw away the demo dogs. That's the role that they can play. And that's what I was talking about last episode. It's so neat that I think lesser stories would sometimes have this just get them into trouble. And it's a dumb idea. You know what I mean?
And they need
Yeah.
to be rescued.
But it turns out this was necessary in order for Elle to be successful.
Right.
If they hadn't had this gumption, I'll say it, gumption,
Brave.
gone, then it wouldn't have worked out, right? So
And the pacing writing of this scene is so fucking phenomenal. Steve in the background, nope, not doing that. Definitely not setting a fire. Listen, we are staying on the bench. Does everybody understand that? Vroom, right outside.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
yeah, Billy shows up.
Ooh.
Steve is waiting outside and says, look, man, your sister's not here. And there's this diabolical, I mean, Dacre Montgomery is so good because he's
Am I
got that.
dreaming, or is that you, Harrington?
They're both so good. Yeah. Is that you, Harrington? Like, yeah, it's me. Don't cream your pants.
But this whole little monologue where it's like, I'm getting the fucking creeps, Harrington. I'm looking for my little sister. You tell me, and she's here with you and you lie to me about it. And he's like, look, man, were you dropped on your head as a child? I told you she's not here. They're all just looking at him and just ruining Steve's.
I love when he turns, like, not Billy, but when Steve turns, like, oh, that's when they
You think
hide.
he saw us?
Oh, shit.
And then he pushes Steve over. I told you to plant your feet. Call back to one of their dibs on skins bouts. He kicks the door in and ends up grabbing Lucas. Like, if she won't listen to me, maybe you will. Stay away from her. And Lucas, to his credit, kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah. Somebody call an ambulance, but not for me.
And right as he's about to pummel Lucas, Steve punches him. He gets some good licks in, but
Yeah.
honestly,
Dude, Dacre Montgomery's incredible in this scene. Like the way he plays up this like psychotic type character where he starts laughing. He's like, I've been waiting to meet this King Steve everyone's been talking about.
yeah, he reminds me of the narrator from Fight Club, right? Tyler Durden, when he gets, you don't know where I've been, Lou. But he takes, like, I think 3 licks, and then he ends up breaking a plate over Steve's head. Poor Joyce, got to clean that up.
Dustin's out for blood. If you like listen to Dustin specifically in the background, he's like, kill the son of a bitch, Steve.
Rip his dick off, make him eat it.
Grab his dick and twist it. Oh my God. Billy wails on him. He's got him down there. And Max finds the sleepy drugs, stabs him in the neck. He collapses, but it's not enough to make him unconscious. So he's just there being forced to take it, right?
Yeah.
She almost hits his dick with the nail bat. That's what gets his attention.
Yeah. Leave me and my friends alone.
And they're all impressed, like, oh shit,
Say you
we
understand.
got another friend who's crazy. She's my friend and she's crazy.
That's our zoomer right there.
She takes his car keys. Meanwhile, Joyce, Nancy, and Jonathan make it to the cabin. They didn't need any extra directions that we know of. Maybe they didn't show them stopping at a gas station.
They got ice
He said
cream.
there was an oak tree.
Jonathan, this was only 5 minutes away. It took us 35 to get here.
My boys. They start a fire and set up the heaters. Elle returns to the lab. This is the first time that we've ever seen her go back to the lab. And I don't know, maybe I did, but I don't remember ever like fully processing that. This is huge for her, which is why that end that maybe didn't 100% work for you I think is so, yeah, it's funny that like evil or hate is the answer, but it's also her. She had incredible power moving a train at just being jealous of Max. Imagine how strong she is thinking about all of the torment and trauma that she's yet to process that happened in the building that she's now in, you know? I think it's a pretty good kind of bookend to her character. And he tells her, it's kind of silly that I get that he wants to protect her. He's the father figure, but the way that he goes first and says, wait here with his little gun.
Well, he's specifically doing it because he wants her to save her battery.
Yeah, that's what my note says. He wants her to save her strength, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
When has
he
the
would
gun
die.
ever worked?
I know.
Every time he turns a corner to see what's going on, if there was a pack of dogs, he would have just died. Yeah. Save your strength.
Kid.
Don't save me.
Kid, come here.
He does a paw can.
Use your strength. Yeah. I think we'll be okay. I got a granola bar. Meanwhile, Steve is regaining consciousness in Billy's car.
This is filmed so well.
When he sees Mike, it's from his POV. Nancy. And Mike just gives him that face. What?
And then Dustin's like, hey, buddy.
He kicked your ass.
but you put up a good fight.
And then he notices Max is driving. Whoa, stop the car. She's got like a brick tied to her foot.
She's
knows what
driven
she's
before.
In a parking lot.
It counts.
That car is almost certainly a stick shift, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
for
definitely.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they had automatic cars in the 80s.
I don't know if Billy
automatic-
would allow that.
automatic muscles, but there's no way she's shifting.
I don't know.
There's no way she's rocking
that's
that
what-
clutch.
Maybe that's what Lucas is there for, to do the shifting for.
Maybe
They're like
that would be even harder to do
Yeah.
it with someone else.
I do love the
And
consistency when she does that turn kind of poorly and hits the mailbox. Lucas screams, and it's still that
Yeah, he's got that really high pitched scream.
It's so funny.
RUNNOFT.
Can either of you drive a stick?
No.
I used to, but not. I haven't done it in like almost 20 years now, so I wouldn't be able to do it now.
My
You don't
brother
think so?
taught me when I was like 15.
Not like riding a bike?
No, because it was someone else's car. Like, I think it was my brother's car. My mom was like, you need to know how to do stick because all cars are like this in the future. And so it wasn't even like the car I drove. It was just whenever my brother was home and they were like, we should teach Steve how to do the stick. And so like I never really drove a car of my own that was stick. It was just my brother's that I drove like.
Well, a lot of the
8
clutches are
times.
always a little different. You know, some of them I can drive, some of them not so much. I'll never forget the time I got in my I think I've told this story in the air, but when I lived at the sober living house in Louisville, there was like this really rich lady who had a bad stint smoking meth. And so she was in there with us and she had a Pontiac Sunfire, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I was there with my girlfriend and so it was the girl's house I was at. And she's like, Chris, would you go move my car? Cause she was like, hey, there's a man and I'm busy cooking. So maybe the man could move my car. And I was like, I got it. One of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to me.
You had to come back and say,
No, it's worse. I get out there.
Blew up her car?
I know so little about driving a stick shift. I call her and I say, hey, your car won't start.
Oh no.
And she's like, what? It's got like 1,000 miles on it. It's brand new. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, lady. Turn the key, nothing happens. This is science. And she's like, oh my God. There's a beat. Are you holding in the clutch? What?
What
Get
is
the
that?
fuck out of my car. Those are her exact words.
What is that? So she came out and moved it for herself?
No. But I'm so stubborn.
You are
So I look down, there's a third pedal. I push that down. Vroom, it starts. Ah!
Got it.
I got this. It stalls. I do that for about an hour. Just going around the block.
Oh God.
And I fucking move that bitch.
Wrecked her transmission.
Yeah, maybe.
Moved it.
So it turns out,
fuck,
but
that
after
made me
some
cry.
practice, but I used to sell cars for a long time. A lot of them have manual transmissions, right? And like some of those big old trucks and stuff have really like forgiven clutches.
Yeah.
You get a little move, you know? So I can get that motherfucker in second pretty good, but I would never take it out on the road comfortably.
Oh,
no.
God.
Yeah, you got to hold the
so
clutch in
funny.
to start it, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the theory of driving a clutch. And like I said, I learned when I was like 15
It
or
seems
16.
so
Adam
fun
taught
to
me,
like,
but
to be actively really driving would be so fun.
for sure.
But yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I just like to.
I like to have free hands.
Yeah, I don't even touch the wheel usually.
Yeah.
Woo.
Woo. Jesus,
Anyway.
take the wheel.
Max, you're a better man than I. But Will wakes up all sweaty in the cabin. It hurts. It hurts.
Oh, I've been there.
Joyce thinks of Bob. Fuck you, kid, and cranks the heat. Jonathan immediately bitches out and can't watch.
Jonathan can't watch it. I do like that addition where it's so hard for him to watch his little brother in pain that he like turns away and like buries his face into Nancy's shoulder.
Yeah.
And then the juxtaposition of Joyce like, someone get a flamethrower. This kid dies tonight.
Cook his ass. Max drives through the sign at Merrill's farm and parks right at the hole.
Told you.
Zoomer. She did it. She crushed it. Steve tries in vain to regain control. We're not going in that hole, though. 100%. Where are you going? You know?
That my notes just said this ends right now. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
It's the end. The episode's over.
It must be what he says.
Yeah. This ends now. And he's all like woozy from getting his ass kicked.
And Dustin's like, our party requires assistance and you've been tasked with protecting us, so keep us safe.
Yeah, you're supposed to keep us safe. So keep us safe. Gives him his backpack and his bat, but keep us safe in the hole. Mike says he knows the way and he's got like a map that's just like a circle with an X on it. And he's like, I got this. It's like, that's not a map that's going to be useful at all. But Steve says, no, I'm leading. And he gets in front of Mike. Hopper and Elle infiltrate the lab. They get to this stairwell that's all bloody. And this is another silly thing. I don't know how Dr. Owens would have gotten wounded.
And not been killed.
Yeah, like how is he just laying there wounded? Like, where did they go? Or
The demo dogs actually didn't attack him. He was trying to leave and he fell and shot himself.
He found Bob's gun.
Yeah.
maybe like he got to the door after getting bitten, locked it, and like fell down the stairs or crawled down there or something, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's what happened. And then Hopper puts a tourniquet on his leg, introduces him to 11.
Oh, yeah. Been meaning
love
to tell you about her.
His wide-eyed, like no dialogue, just like, oh my God, it's her.
And that's the one. And then he tightens it right as he says, "You'll help her, won't you?" You know, it's a threatening.
Yeah.
But also he knows he can trust him because, again, he sacrificed himself in the last episode.
Yeah.
The gang is now going deeper into the tunnel, Steve and the gang, and it shoots spores at Dustin, and it plays with the audience's expectations because we've seen what that can do to Hopper. And he
It's in my mouth. Freaks out.
It's in my
It's
mouth.
so funny.
I'm okay. And everybody's just mad at him. Like, you motherfucker.
What an idiot.
Which I thought was a little too deep, a little too mean, because that's the girl that he has a crush on. And I was like, oh, I would literally wander into a different tunnel and hope to die.
I think it's the writers trying to give Dustin his sort of like comeuppance in a way for being the character that like took care of Dart or something. Maybe. I don't know.
I think he's just the comedic relief. And
He's definitely that too.
if anyone else had said that, it would be fine. But it's Max who he has a crush on.
Yeah.
And I'm just putting myself there. Instant suicide. If you know what I mean? If the girl who's with my buddy now said, fucking idiot, I'd be like, all right, cool.
What's Baby Dick whining about?
I'm going to go jump into the jaws of a demo dog because I'd rather be there than here.
Goodbye.
But they found the hub. They drench it in gasoline.
Let's drench it.
We cut back to Will, who's having a very tough time. And they're all very sweaty now. And Jonathan's super bitching out.
Mom, it's not working.
And until the black lines start to snake along his face. And he gets a hand free. Girl, choke on this bitch.
It's very Freddy Krueger.
You're my nightmare now, Nancy.
Elle and Hop get closer to the gate. Stay here, he says. And then this is where he like uses his knife.
He has the shiniest knife of all time.
Well, he polishes that motherfucker for sure. He was in Nam.
Takes care of his equipment.
And he sees that there are lots of dogs guarding the gate. Shit.
Is that a dog? That's a dog.
Can I pet that dog?
That's a dog. That's a demo dog.
Steve asks if the kids are ready. They say yes. He should have just went ahead and sent them back to the rope at this point.
This is fun. They're cutting through all these different sequences. It's the gang setting the room on fire and Nancy stabbing Will with an iron poker, which is fucking wild. And then
It cracks me up because Nancy, on a whim, is like, hey, let me just stab Will with his hot poker. And then, thank God that worked. Like, oh my God, Nancy, why'd you do that?
fuck.
You killed my brother.
It's a great transition, though, because Steve just lights the lighter. He doesn't set the thing on fire yet. And when he sparks it, it transitions. It's a match cut to the fire in the cabin. And it's like such a great cut.
And then Hop turns the corner and all the demo dogs are getting all fucked up from the hive mind.
Right as he does finally light the fire, all the demo dogs flail and screech and then leap into the tunnel. And the Mind Flayer leaves Will.
In like a smoke monster form.
Yeah, a big old cloud. And Will goes, Mom?
What happened? Are we in Hopper's cabin?
No, he knows. I think he's just been like a homunculus there the whole time, right? Like he's been watching is the impression I get because he immediately like cries. It's not like he's been because he was doing the tapping and stuff, you know? And Elle walks in to look at the gate with Hopper, even though she wasn't she wasn't told it was clear. I guess she sensed it. And then Hopper gets the radio call from Jonathan. Close it.
Close it.
Good thing you said that. I was going to do it anyway because I don't care about Will.
Yeah, they take the elevator down to the gate and like, all right, well, haven't gotten called yet, so I guess we'll hang until Jaybird gives us the okay.
Yeah, they take the lift to the gate. We cut back to Steve and the gang who are still running back to the entrance, but Mike falls and gets caught by one of the tentacles.
Ooh, guess it's not a stupid sports game now.
Now you're off the bench and you're getting your ass handed to you. We cut to 11 who reaches out with her powers and you can see the Mind Flayer beyond.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so cool.
Like it's Shadow looking like a underwater Cthulhu monster looking through. It's so neat. I love it.
Badass.
Steve whacks the tentacle, frees Mike, then Dart rolls up on them from the way that they're going. So he came around, swooped around him. And it's recognizably Dart because he's got that little mark on his butt.
Yeah.
And Dustin's like, hey, I got this. Shut up. Right. And Dart, we need to pass through here. I got some nougat.
Got your num-nums.
Sorry about the cellar thing. That was a dick move. And he eats the nougat and they're all able to scoot by. It's really cute.
Goodbye, buddy.
Goodbye, buddy.
11 is still working on closing the gate. This is where she remembers her lesson with Kali.
Use your anger.
Do it.
Let it flow through you.
It starts to close. The kids all get to the rope. They send Max up first, very gentlemanly. Then Lucas, then Mike, then Dustin and Steve are stuck down there alone. They're bros. And
Steve gets in front of Dustin with the bat, like to protect him. Like, oh, it's so good.
I love when the demo dogs rush past. He like grabs Dustin. He's like holding on to him.
yeah, the demo dogs just run around them because they have more pressing matters. The gate's being closed. Hop
Mike goes 11.
And I love how what we see later on, all the demo dogs go to the gate to stop 11, except for Dart, who looks like he just stayed and kept munching on that nougat.
How do you know he didn't go?
Well, because
They cut to him dead.
it cuts to him later
rapper.
and he's next
Oh,
to
he's
the
in the
rapper.
tunnel?
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that. So he had never left.
So he's like, oh no. I'll catch up.
You guys got this? I gotta eat this candy bar.
I need my nougat. My 3 musketeers.
Where's that thing going? Hello. Sorry about news. Hop has to shoot the dogs off the lift. And
She's bleeding out of both nostrils now too.
that
So you
means
know she's like locked in.
heavy power. 11, you have a terrible wound.
It's the big red pupils.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with your eyes?
I think you're exerting yourself too much. Do more.
You need a Band-Aid.
Oh.
She starts fucking levitating. That's badass.
Yeah, when her chucks lift up, I'm like, oh shit!
I
the
always-
flare reaches out too. He's gonna boop her on the snoot.
I always worry when she raises up with her hands outstretched that she's gonna like bop her head on the ceiling of the elevator, like, oh well, this is kind
Or
of.
land a little goofy and just fall to her death. She uses both hands. Boom! All the lights all throughout the town shine brighter. She's floating. It closes. I love this bit. Back in the cabin, you can see that Will I don't know if the direction here was like, hey, look a little happier than everybody else. But Joyce and Nancy and Jonathan, they all have this like sweaty relief that Will's back, but they're all kind of confused. Will is staring somewhere they're not, and he's like kind of smirking because he would know that it was closed, and they wouldn't. And I just love that probably direction from the Duffers. But the dogs all fall and Hop and 11 hug on the lift.
Yeah, you did great, kid.
And then we cut to 1 month later. The lab is being locked up by the military police.
Shut her down.
The tape has been released that Nancy and Jonathan made with Murray. Hawkins is now in the national spotlight, and Murray is watching the military trucks leave all gloatingly.
He's been camped out there for weeks. It looks like.
I love he has a bucket of beer next to him.
Yeah.
It's so fire. Hanging out in a lawn chair.
Bye, cars. All right, now what do I do?
Barb Holland is known to be dead now, but poisoned by gas that leaked from the lab.
R.I.P.
So her parents have some closure. I wish it would have cut to them with some KFC. Finger licking every time. Hop meets Dr. Owens at the bar / diner. Jane Hopper gets a birth certificate. Hop at first denies the sandwich, but he stress eats, so he grabs it. Because he has to wait 1 more year before she's allowed to have a normal life.
Yeah,
he's like, that's going to be a hard sell. What about one night out?
What's so important about one night out?
Snowball, 1984.
Yeah. Can I just say that this school's party budget is out of control, and I love it.
Unreal.
I don't know what budget they passed in Hawkins, Indiana for this school and why all of it's going to the snowball decorations.
They probably had Mr. Clark out there doing car washes, raising money.
He's in his like booty shorts, like Daisy Dukes. Like, all right, guys, I'm going to teach about science while cleaning your car.
So the way that the soap interacts with the dirt and my chest hair.
It's oxidizing all the dirt. Let me rub myself over your windshield.
And and the show, this season ends just like it began in many ways, with them rushing around for like arcade money and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Because that's what Dustin, there's this whole montage of all the kids getting ready. And Dustin's doing the same thing. Shit. Where is it? Right?
Son of a bitch.
But this time he's looking for his Farrah Fawcett spray and not the quarters.
No.
And the best joke this series has ever made is that they have another cat, and the new cat's name is Twos.
Muse and Twos.
It's so funny.
We see a Bob Newby superhero drawing when we see Joyce dancing with Will, teaching him how to dance. So he was.
It's what's happening.
It's what's happening.
Yeah.
Mike is still being a miserable fuck, getting a photo from Karen.
Karen's just trying to take family memories, man.
You
Come
think
on.
Billy's going to be there?
Should I come?
I haven't done that in a long time. Lucas practices in the mirror.
Oh, yeah, I love
And Erica mocks him again.
There's one shot where, because he gives a couple lines, and then there's a take where he points at the mirror, but he doesn't know what to say, and just him, he's like, it's so good.
Should we go out there and do our thing?
Do our things. Oh, stop. That's never going to work.
Not as much as I love you, Lukey.
Get out of my room. Max's mom gets her ready, and we see this bit where like Billy's scared of her now because he walks by in the background and she's like, do something, motherfucker.
I'll swing a nail bat at your dick again.
I will. And then we cut to Steve dropping Dustin off at the ball because when his mom said your ride is almost here, of course she meant Steve. He's like, remember what I told you? I don't care. That's right. You don't care.
Steve Harrington,
Learning, my friend,
is for Dustin's mom what Billy is to Karen. You think Dustin's mom's like, oh, hi, Steve. Oh, can you help me find my cat?
I love Steve's delivery here. You're going to go in there. Look like $1 million. You're going to slay him dead.
That's right. Like a lion.
Hyping up. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Okay. Mr. Clark is working the door.
Thank you, my lord.
Tells Dustin that he's looking good. Steve through the window can see that Nancy's in there serving pure fuel to these kids. And he has a moment of chagrin, some sadness, some longing, some yearning, if you will, but drives off. Jonathan's in there taking the photos. That's what he does.
I did that once.
You took the photos at a school dance?
Well, technically, I was the assistant to the photographer who was taking photos for the school dance.
Was that fun?
It was one of my first jobs out of high school. That was kind of like, oh, you want to be a photographer?
Yeah, production
And
related.
so I like did this thing with a photographer for a couple weeks, and they were doing the photos, and it was kind of boring because it was mostly like doing like bouncing almost. Where I'll be like, "Did you fill the paper up? All right, get in that line. You didn't fill the paper up? Go over that line."
Yeah. Dustin's friends are not fans of his hair. They all give him shit immediately, and his hair looks great.
It does look great.
And then the worst thing that can happen when you're at a middle school dance, because you're inevitably, if you're me, by yourself. I didn't bloom until sophomore year of high school.
Oh, I thought you meant like 4 years ago.
I got zero action, and then I was like doing blow. You know what I mean? There was really no middle ground. But I can remember this. Like, it's all fun. You're there with your friends. There's fucking pizza. The dance is great. It was only $5 to get in here.
Usher's playing.
Until the slow song starts. And then, then you're just looking at butts and getting sad. And Lucas does a terrible job of asking Max to dance.
Hey, you want to like you and me, just do the thing.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Myself, Lucas, you, Maxine.
You asked me to dance.
Stalker.
No.
She takes charge. They go dance. Is this Jessica, the girl that cried at his funeral, that asks him to dance, Will?
I think it's supposed to be, but I think it's a different actress.
That would be so fucking perfect. But this lady's wild. This girl, hey, zombie boy, want to dance?
What an opening line.
And Mike's like, dude, you definitely do.
Hey, kid who was kidnapped and almost died, want to dance?
I'd
Loser?
rather dance with you, Mike.
I think they've been leaving breadcrumbs that Will is gay for a while because like he drew the rainbow spaceship, and then the girl that asked him to dance has the rainbow beret. Like they're putting a lot of rainbow imagery, connecting it with Will. And this develops more into like he and Mike's relationship in later seasons. But I think this is them kind of introducing those breadcrumbs for the audience.
Totally.
Yeah. And now Mike and Dustin are there alone. Mike, who doesn't have Elle there, and Dustin, who has no one in general. And Dustin, I got to give him credit, man. He's going in.
Oh, he did it.
And honestly, even
That's
after
brave.
his first rejection, he goes straight to another one.
Oh, I would have been on the bleachers crying after the first one.
Immediately.
Yeah.
He goes up to Stacy. Yeah. And it takes her a long time to hear him. Stacy. Right?
Stacy.
Shall we? And that's a baller move.
Yeah, he does the shall we with the hand and everything.
No thanks. Oh, dang. But he goes straight. But the other girls run from him, and he's still going to
They
keep going.
literally go, oh my God.
He's still going to keep going.
You just hear one of them go, abort.
Nancy sees his struggle and approaches him crying on the bleachers and says, want to dance? And you got to think, this is a high school girl.
Yeah.
This is major clout for him. That's a huge thing she's doing for him here. And also that's your buddy's older sister you've had a crush on your whole life. Like, this is
Always thought she was
the
cool.
only thing that could save him.
And then it cuts back to that one girl, Stacy, and she's like, oh my God.
Oh my God, Nancy.
Oh my God.
I didn't know he could pull Nancy Wheeler.
That's like a Kardashian.
Holy shit, that's the Nancy Wheeler. She dated Steve the Hair Harrington.
She did. Out of all my brother's friends, you're my favorite. And she says, girls, this age are stupid. Give them a few years. You'll be driving them crazy. You think so? Oh, I know so.
No, so.
Oh, it's so good. I cried my eyes out at just that kindness.
Yeah.
And Joyce is outside the ball, just sitting there waiting. Will said, give him space. So I'm giving him a few feet. And Hopper, I love the writing here because Hopper has just dropped off Elle, which is why she's not there yet and why he's here seeing Joyce now. And he's got the cigarettes and,
I think Mr. Cooper retired in the 70s, but we still could.
and
she still
Might
hates
get
to
away
smoke
with it.
cigarettes. Yeah. She takes one toke like, God damn it, Hopper.
But she smokes. So
he has filterless cigarettes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, she doesn't like them. And she gives him a hug.
I wondered if maybe it was a joint.
I like to think it is.
He does pass the cigarette to her as one does a joint more so than a cigarette, I think.
A J?
Yeah, he's like,
A doobie?
as the chief of police,
I'm chiefing. They call me Chief and Hopper.
I'm not going to Bogart this, Joyce.
It's against the law. Mike's all bummed out at the table. And then 11 walks in.
Hey.
This is such a great scene because
Every breath you take.
do you want to dance? I don't know how. I don't know either.
You want to figure it out?
Oh, it's so
I
good.
love that line.
Yeah.
You want to figure it out?
'Cause that's what life's about, baby.
Yeah.
And then they're all dancing.
Did you catch 11's got the blue bracelet now?
Which is what Andy figured out?
Sarah's hair tie.
So cute.
They're all dancing. Max kisses Lucas. Then Mike and Elle kiss. Which is Millie Bobby Brown's which was Millie Bobby Brown's first kiss, and she famously mocked Finn Wolfhard.
Or was that the first season when? Was that the one she was talking about?
First season, yeah.
There's one shot that I love. If you look at Will, because it's sort of a kind of a wide shot where you can see all the kids dancing. If you watch Will, he's doing a little like shoulder shimmy and laughing with the girl that he's dancing with. I'm like, look at Will having a great time.
He's making a friend.
Yeah. Look at him go. Just a little shoulder shimmy.
He's a girl, your hair is giving.
Love it.
And then we get this great moment of sublime resolution. It's so John Hughesy. And then the camera pulls out. We get the wide shot of the middle school, and then it turns upside down, and we get the bang, 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 bang. And the Mind Flayer is just a D1 hater, just staring at the school.
Fuck you, middle schoolers.
I'll kiss this ass as soon as I figure out how to get back in there.
That's a little bit of like a not a plot hole, but a flaw in the design of the Upside Down, because we learn in season 4 that the Upside Down is frozen in time from season 1, the November 1st, 1983 or whatever. It was whenever Elle first made contact with the Demogorgon. So Nancy eventually finds like her journal from back then and stuff. So when it flips to the Upside Down and we see like the decorations and stuff like that.
Of the snowball.
That wouldn't be there.
Maybe it was the snowball decorations from
Of 83.
that year's snowball.
There you go.
Happened on the same day. The Mind Flayer's like, no one better be having fun in there. Swear to God.
Which is the end of the episode. Now it's time to talk about our favorite moments and all the lore references and pop culture and stuff like that. But after a brief break to hear from one of our sponsors.
Welcome back, Streaming Things class. September has arrived, a month of fresh notebooks, sharpened pencils, and brand new beginnings. Whether you're headed back to school, back to work, or just back to your fall watch list, we're glad you're here with us. Before we close out today's episode, we want to give a huge shout out to the real overachievers of the Streaming Things community, our super patrons. These are the incredible folks who support us at the $25 or more tier each month, and thanks to them and all of our patrons, we're able to keep making this podcast for you. So thank you to John Collins, Sun-Loving Mortal, Xander Barbarian, Daniel Pack, Phil S., Nice Guy Eddie, Deep Substrate Foliated Calcite, Jordan Garvin, Albus Stinkpot, Maddlestat, Susie Callahan, Anthony Corona, Jim E., Lady Trashley, Sean Myers, Just Liz Calabria, Brett X, E. Scramo, Lol Tickler, Svento7, Jay Scramo, AK Ashley Ray, Jay Rich, Upside Down Canuck, Big Butthorn, Josh Stitch, Jer, Kaylee Sampson, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, El Bander, Charlie Friday, Alexis Adler, Peaches, Emmy, Haley B, Joe Velez, Trisha Bueller, Suzanne Rode, Sean Callahan, Jadinklage Morgoon, Jen Robinson, Kalisha Reeves, Paula Garcia, Vad Brenda, Aaron Armstrong, Hootie Hoo, Ashley Powers, Casey McCain, and of course, Enza. Thank you all so much for attending class this month and supporting us on Patreon. So without further ado, let's get back to this episode.
And we're back. We found the chocolate pudding. Woo. Andy, so much to go through, but we can only choose 3. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Steve's babysitting, which is him doing the sports metaphors, the progression of the writing here and the timing for Billy ultimately pulling up in his car outside and Steve saying like, you know, we're gonna play the call that the coach makes, and no, we're on the bench, and don't use your sports metaphors, and I need you all to say that you understand, and ending it with the revving engine is so fucking fire. Just great pacing, great writing.
I love it.
Great choice. I have like 6 scenes, and I'm having a hard time trying to decide which 3 I want to put on my list. But I think at number 3, I'm going to go with what my heart tells me, and that is the Mrs. Wheeler, the scene with Karen and Billy at the front door. is so funny. Just the context and like, I don't even know how they would have thought, you know, it'd be really funny. How does Billy know where Max and the kids are? Oh, he goes to Karen's house and it's this hilarious, like, oh, doesn't Ted sucks? Here's your dream looking model man from the cover of your book. Like, that's such a funny idea. And they have so much fun with it. And just that Mrs. Wheeler, I don't know Nancy had a sister. It's like, she's
not my type.
Mrs. Wheeler.
Such a clever idea to get him where he needs to be while also having fun with the characters that they have. Love that scene.
That's my number 3 as well. And I thought I was going to be alone in that. I adore it. I love Cara Buono. And I think that the scene is so fun. There's a lot of heavy things going on. And it makes me smile from ear to ear every time I see this for the entirety of its runtime. Because fuck Ted. And
he's a good man.
I love it. That's my number 3. Andy, you're number 2.
My number 2 is the snowball. In particular, Nancy dancing with Dustin and telling him that someday he's going to drive the girls wild. It's so good. It's just so sweet.
It is. It's so sweet. My number 2 is I guess I'm going to put it, I'll put this as number 2. It's the car ride with Hopper and 11, where he's like, where you been, kid? And I'm not mad. It's a bitch and look. We've both been stupid. He talks about the black hole and Sarah's my girl. Oh, there's so much to get into with that scene. It's so deep in that how these characters feel about each other. They're apologizing for what they've done to each other in the past, but also like their relationship is solidified. Like when she reaches over and holds his hand, like, I've been stupid too. Oh, breaks my heart. It's so endearing. And I just love those characters. And at the very end where he's like, that's a pretty cool look, bitchin'. And then that pregnant pause where he's like, okay, yeah, sure, bitchin'. It's so funny.
My number 2 is Andy's number 2. The Nancy dancing with Dustin. I was crying my eyes out for whatever reason. You know, I think that stage of life is so fucking painful. And I didn't have anybody like Nancy. But the fact that he did, I just felt so good for him. You know, I just cried on the bleachers and dealt with that shit and learned to numb it with drugs later, you know, but but if I'd have had a Nancy, it was just such an endearing moment. It was such a kind thing for her to do and to know, for her to even be there. You know, for her and Jonathan, to be good people and just be there to help out. Like I love it so much. That's my number 2.
My favorite moment is the car conversation with Hop and Elle and him realizing that he's never talked to her about Sarah and like the look that he has on his face when he's like, Sarah, how have we never talked about this? Because that says that up to this point, he has kept her at arm's length and now she's finally being let in, and now he really actually is going to be a father figure from here on out, and that's just so heartwarming.
My number 1 is your guys' number 2. It's the snowball dance. I kind of leave it as the whole entire dance.
You motherfucker. But it's like 15 minutes long.
But I am going to hyper focus. My favorite part of all of that is the Dustin and Nancy bit, because Dustin's been through a kind of a ringer this season. You know, he's kind of...
Yeah, this is like the Tyrion Lannister of season 2 of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been through the ringer and, you know, he's trying to fit in like everyone else. He's got the hairspray from Steve. And then Nancy stepping up to help him out is like so sweet, you know. I think Nancy's one of the most like underrated characters in Stranger Things. She's one of the best ones. And I think a lot of people, you know, rightfully so, in some ways gravitate towards like 11 and Dustin and Steve and Hopper, Joyce, but and Nancy doesn't get the love. I think Joyce. she gets no one gives Nancy the respect she deserves, and Nancy's a real one just for that scene alone.
I agree. My number 1 is also Andy's number 1. I mean, we've been pretty simpatico this time. It's the who's Sarah. That moment, just as soon as he said, "Who's Sarah?" I think David Harbour was incredible. Just the tone of his voice and the look on his face and like the where do I begin? And it's such a simple line. Who's Sarah? And I was like, it's so fucking good. And that whole bit, you know, this is so important for their characters, and they've been struggling all season. It's so relieving, and they're on their way to maybe die. You know, the first time you're watching it, it is so good, man. I love it so much. That's my number one. Which brings us, sorry, I'm the last one. That brings us to our Easter Eggos. All of the 80s pop culture references that inspired this episode. We'll go around the table until we run out, and then let Steve do all the music. Andy.
I mean, Steve, I'm sure you looked this up too. The book that Karen was reading.
I did not.
Johanna Lindsay, Heart of Lightning is the book. I just wanted to call out, it came out in 1983. These guys are really good at picking very time appropriate stuff and inserting it into scenes.
It was written by Space Knife.
She was listening to Space Knife. That'd be so awesome.
Steve?
You know what? I'll say this one because I feel like you're going to get this other one that I have written down. But obviously the school dance, the snowball, a lot of it's visually inspired by the school dance from 16 Candles. Was it that? I wasn't sure if it was that or Pretty in Pink or like. I guess it could be something with Molly Ringwald or Kevin Bacon. I think I saw an interview where they specifically said 16 Candles, but I mean you wouldn't be.
It's all 16 of them candles.
It was the other one. But what about you, Kit?
The tunnel system. When they're down there, it's very Goonies inspired. All the kids in the tunnels specifically. They went full Goonies with that one.
You never go full Goonies.
Running from the fatalities. Never go full Goonies. Andy.
I don't think I have any.
Steve.
Well, I'll say the one I thought you would take.
Give me with the diner, baby.
It's the diner, 1982's Diner. Obviously, a big part of why they cast Paul Reiser is because of his work in the diner. Apparently, the Duffers are really big into that movie. They love it a lot. And the scene where Hopper and Dr. Owens are sitting at the bar, and he's like, "Give me a piece of your sandwich. Here's a sandwich." It's directly lifted from the scene with Modell and Edwards in the diner. They kind of have a similar exchange about their sandwiches. And obviously Paul Reiser was in that movie as well, like I said. So
it's got me wanting a sandwich right now.
A Sammy.
My last one is that he mentioned MTV, which is still a thing, but in the 80s was a very different thing.
It's when video killed the radio star.
Actual music television. I grew up on watching music videos, baby. It was awesome. They were just playing music videos on that TV station all day.
Yeah. Beavis and Butthead.
Sometimes late at night you get their Beavis and Butthead. Later on. And it wasn't Daria on MTV, or was that Comedy Central? But then, the Real World's Road Rules shit and the Spring Break and all that garbage. And then they brought it back somewhat with TRL. But yeah, at one point, VH1 and MTV were just two channels constantly playing music videos. And I would turn that shit on and clean the house or just hang out and watch it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I went to a restaurant like about a year or two ago. And it was a bar restaurant, and they had like televisions by the bar, and they were playing, I don't know what channel it was, but they was just playing music videos the entire time.
I bet like a satellite or something still has a channel that does that. That would be fire.
It was dope. Like I had such a good time because they were playing old music videos from like the 80s. So it was like, oh shit, that's awesome. It was the most fun watching a TV at a bar I've had in a long time.
Because a lot of those music videos are great.
Yeah.
Like, from a production standpoint, and a lot of big directors got their start, like David Fincher, making music videos. And Spike Jonze and
dude, OK Go still fucking crushes with their music videos. They're so fun.
Remember the Seven Nation Army video?
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
That's brilliant. With all the triangles. Yeah. But at the beat.
Dude.
I had an opinion.
That was hardest button to button.
I did. I fucked it up.
Hardest little button to button.
I fucked it up.
I remember
one of the first songs you learn on guitar.
Yeah. I got music for you.
Let's do the music, baby.
Okay, we got a lot of music this time. There's The Way We Were by Barbra Streisand. That's what Karen is listening to in the tub. I Do Believe I Fell in Love by Donna Summer is playing, like, it's the song that kind of takes over when Karen is explaining how to get to the buyer's house. So that song's playing then. Rare Bird by Tangerine Dream is playing when the military is closing up Hawkins Lab and Murray is waving goodbye at them. Jingle Bell Rock by Bobby Helms is playing, of course, as they're prepping the snowball dance. Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar is what Steve's listening to in his car when he drops off Dustin. Or maybe it's not what he's listening to, but it's what's emanating out of the school.
Yeah.
Twist of Fate by Olivia Newton-John is what kind of transitions as Steve sees Nancy through the window. Time After Time, famously by
time.
Who, Kit?
I don't know. The Cure.
Cyndi Lauper. That was the one. Remember our music, our D&D music trivia, and you were like, it's definitely the guy that sang it. So yeah, Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper is playing when Dustin is looking for a dance partner. And then lastly, Every Breath You Take by The Policemen are playing when 11 arrives at the snowball.
That's Jonathan's fucking anthem. I'll be watching you.
Be filming.
He's taking the kids' pictures. I wish Nancy would have looked over and he had turned around to her. And,
Oh, shit.
Pure fuel. Weird she spiked the punch, though. Now it's time for our 11 out of 10, our favorite performance of the finale of season 2. Another hard choice. Andy, lead us like Steve Harrington in the tunnels.
I'm gonna go with my heart. So the runner up is fucking David Harbour, and the winner is Joe Keery. I think that he is just fantastic in this episode. The little moments with him and Dustin, him being a leader to these children, little choices that they make where like he grabs Dustin when the demo dogs are running past. I think it's hysterical when he's doing the just got my ass beat to shit and I'm driving in the car and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my life, but also like, you know, deal with these kids. He's so fun. He's kind of a punching bag this season, but in the best way.
We love a punching bag.
We've only seen him fight 2 people and he lost both times.
Let me ask you, Kit, before I say mine, is yours an off the wall choice?
I mean, obviously, I don't think so.
Well, okay. All right. Well, I'm
like what? Like
I don't know. Like
the girl that plays Stacy.
Yeah, like that's off the wall.
Like, oh, I wouldn't think you guys would pick this person type of choice.
I might go that route.
Okay.
But I don't think it's that crazy.
Then I'll go the safe route. So you do the other route.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll do the safe route. So I'm going to give it to David Harbour because I think David Harbour is amazing. And just that one scene with him and 11 in the truck alone earns him the award, I think. But he's also like amazing throughout the entire episode, especially when he comes to comfort Joyce later on at the end. He's just all around great. My runner up is Dacre Montgomery, because I think he crushes in his scenes in this episode.
Dacre Montgomery is my choice. So
yes.
That worked out for us.
All right.
But I was leaning towards David Harbour too. I think he's the emotional of this finale. Even though there's a lot going on, I think Harbour is just carrying it. And I probably have awarded it to him more than anyone else. We talked a little bit about Dacre being so good last episode, and I kind of saved my juice for him because I knew he crushed it in this episode too. Yeah. And I think you're right. I think it's, even in a finale, I think it's worth pointing out how solid his performance is. And I wish they had done more with his character in general, because like the stuff that we get with him and Karen is so fucking funny and so great.
And then that bit when he and Steve are fighting is just, he's such a great and fascinating antagonist, because there's just enough there to be like, oh, if someone hugged you as a kid, you wouldn't be as much of an asshole, probably.
And it's he's a great foil for Steve because they have him showing up at the Byers house just like Steve did, but for the opposite reason, not to apologize, but to be antagonistic. And instead of joining in their crew, which is what, if you're watching this the first time, you might believe might happen.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's going to get pulled in and, you know, vindicated.
A demo dog's going to attack and Billy's going to fight him off.
Yeah, which would be great. I kind of would love that, right? Because he's a tough bastard. But no, he's just going to beat the shit out of Steve and then get bested by Max.
And another point is to prove just how emotionally not curious that character is, because he doesn't walk into the Byers' home and see all the tunnel stuff. He never bats an eye at any of that. He's just like, I'm going to fuck up Lucas.
It's kind of fucking weird you got my sister here, Harrington. Which it is.
Yeah.
But he's not willing to explore that. He's just like, I want to beat your ass.
We're going to get so much good Dacre shit in season 3.
Yeah.
and I cannot wait for it because it might be his performance in season 3 might be my favorite performance of the series. It's so good.
He is a fucking monster. He should have got more action after this show.
Well, he kind of
He's been in a few things.
stepped
but-
away from acting purposefully
Did
for
he?
a while. Yeah. I think this year is the year that he's starting to.
Was there a scandal or something? Or?
No, I think he just wanted to get out of the spotlight and just live a normal life for a little bit.
You can never live a normal life looking like that and being named Dacre.
That's true. That's true.
Not easy to do.
Bounce a penis off that.
You can, Steve, you can. Well, that's the end of that. Now it's time to step into the Nina.
Step into the Nina.
Dr. Brenner lets us hop into his hot tub and journey all the way back to 2017.
It's a hot tub time machine.
Revisiting our original coverage of this episode, the mods have selected certain clips. We try to figure out the context in which they were spoken. Dr. B, lead us.
Here we go. Here's the first clip sent in by the mods.
This labyrinthine perfection confection.
Nice. That was good use of words.
You like that assonance?
Yeah.
Like
did
that
you say?
assonance?
Labyrinthine what?
This labyrinthine perfection confection.
Labyrinthine
Nice. That was
perfection
good use
confection.
of words.
You like that assonance?
Yeah.
Like that assonance.
That was really funny. I don't care what context. That was just funny. Whoever said
good.
that had to be really like, I don't know.
We should get that Chris guy
Just
back.
good and bad.
Just, yeah. It sounds like he's got a huge dick.
Just see someone on the YouTube was like, "Hey, it's been a while since I've listened to your show. Why is Chris Kit Lazer now?"
Yeah, like, buddy,
Made me laugh.
you missed the lore.
But where could this be from?
A perfection confection. Nothing is baked. So I was just being metaphorical completely. So there's no fucking telling.
Could it be talking about Billy's cake?
Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. There was cake. Sure.
I'm gonna vote that it is the sequence that happens all at once with the gang setting the hub on fire and Hop entering the lab to fight the
A
demo dogs
labyrinthine perfection confection.
and Nancy stabbing Will with the hot poker. All of that
Fuck
going
this
on
kid.
at once.
I'm going with Andy. I'm piggybacking.
I think Andy's right. Good reference to season 4. Let's see what they write. They say, Kit giving the writers props on how brilliantly the different storylines service the overall plot, particularly how Steve couldn't purposefully put kids in danger, so they used Billy to incapacitate Steve, allowing at the same time minor character development and the progression of arcs of multiple characters while getting to the scene that the plot needed.
So no, but
I'm gonna take the point anyway.
yeah.
But the spirit of the argument is
That's
there.
right. Perfection confection. You like that assonance?
Let's see number 2.
Like, I would have loved Jonathan to be like, Nancy, what the fuck?
Get out of here.
It's definitely when she stabs Will.
For sure.
Has to be it. They write, all of you commenting on the shock of Nancy shoving a hot iron into Will's body. Was that even necessary? That was their edition.
Yeah. How strong could he choke her? He wasn't hurting me. That's my boy.
That's my boy. He was in there. Let's see number 3.
Kids on.
Mike apparently does not know how hot his mom is. He's really mean to her, which is fine.
Well, that's probably good.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
For sure. Thank you, Steve.
It's definitely her taking his photo and being an asshole.
Mike is apparently unaware how hot his mom is.
That's a good thing, Kit.
Thank you, Steve.
Kit commenting on how mean Mike was to his mom when she was trying to take pre-dance photos.
Pre-haste.
Pre-haste. Number 4.
I'm just going to say this, guys. I'm going to pause this real quick, not literally, keep it recording, but pause the analysis. I tend to be a pretty, feminist man. I like to think that I'm educated and respectful.
Are you woke?
Of the struggles. I am woke, if you will.
That's the clip.
I want to know what you're talking about.
I guess we got to listen to the show.
That's a good
I
plug.
think that was a preamble to just hardcore sexualization of Mrs. Wheeler.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Because Karen Wheeler does something to you on a normal day. But I remember this episode, you were like, oh my, Mrs. Wheeler.
I was.
We all were.
Yeah. Karen's she's the best.
I didn't know what you were gonna say.
I don't know either.
Karen's a skank. I was like, what? Like, what?
There's some hoes in this house. The mods write, Kit taking a pause to reveal his intense attraction to Karen, referring to her as a MILF. Do you stand by those statements?
I do.
Good.
I don't like the way you pronounce MILF.
How did I say it?
I don't know, but
MILF.
yeah, ew.
Mouth.
That's better.
It's just the mouth.
MILF.
And our last clip.
Y'all motherfuckers are gonna get it in season 3.
So it's Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder.
Yes.
I know exactly what this is.
Mind Flayer looking at the school.
Yeah. But there is one last thing. They sent me a 6th
A
clip.
bonus clip.
Chapter 9 has a bonus clip. Play this at the end of the Nina segment. You do not have to guess the context. Just read the following after listening to the clip.
Okay.
So let's listen to the clip and then we'll read the following. Here we go.
Thank you so much for listening. Please tell your friends. And again, don't forget to email streamingthingspod@gmail.com with your suggestions of where the show can go from here. Other streaming shows that we can review, other films. We really need to hear from you for us to continue spending the time doing this. Because if we know that we have some listeners that really care about what we're doing, we would be more than happy to invest a lot more time and money and effort into doing this. So
We also want to make sure that we're doing something that you guys give a shit about.
All right. So we don't have to react. Let's see what they wrote, though. In this clip, the three of you are discussing not only the future of streaming things, but also whether there were even enough listeners who cared to keep making episodes. Fast forward almost 8 years. Steve and Kit are now mostly full-time podcasters together with Andrew and countless others. You have built a truly wonderful community. You have come such a long way in these 8 years, and we wanted to include this clip as a reminder of your accomplishments. Thank you for the positive impact you have made on so many lives.
No.
Plot twist. It's very heartfelt.
Oh, it was sweet.
I didn't see that coming. Not from the Nina.
Not from the... A lot can happen in the Nina.
Dr. B really normally likes to party. Thank you guys so much. I know I rant a lot and shit. It's mostly for the bit. It's like, like when you're watching Seinfeld and Jason Alexander's character is always, like that's just that's what he does for, then I'm like, I see myself as that guy, even though I'm like very seriously actually upset all those times as well. I'm like,
Pretend it's for the laughs.
I'm ramping it up for the bit, or I'm like letting myself off the leash, right? But all that is to say that like it never leaves my mind how grateful I am that anybody listens to us do this, and I appreciate you. And I remember those times when no one did.
That is interesting to think back because, we got together to do this podcast in anticipation of season 2. So we did all of season 1 in 2 or 3 weeks before season 2 dropped. And then obviously we did all of season 2. So I kind of took that for granted listening to or watching this episode, that for us reviewing this episode originally in 2017 was kind of like, well, now what? Now what do we do? Do people actually listen to this podcast?
Yeah, because 3 wasn't going to be coming out for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And those episodes got like 112 listens or something.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean...
was inflated numbers because our host at the time was SoundCloud.
And
we
that doesn't
discovered
mean they
that much
finished
later.
it. That just means they clicked play, right? So it was, we had Enza and that was it, which is plenty.
Yeah, I remember SoundCloud was telling us like, you got like 2,000 listeners, buddy. And then I forget what service we swapped to that had the same metrics. We're like, oh no, it was like 100 people tops that listened to you at any given point. And Enza.
I will say I do miss getting to sit and watch the stuff with you guys and then record.
We stopped that relatively recently. That
was super time consuming and like it's untenable for the way we work now and how much we cover and stuff. But that was fun.
I think we'll have to bring that back for season 5.
I think we literally have to.
We literally need to. Yeah. That's what literally needs to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Thank you guys for sticking with us on this journey. I think most of you listening to that came in years later and just went back and like, holy shit, they were crazy.
Yeah.
But some of you were here. A couple of you were listening to that live, as it were.
Yeah, most of you came on 5 years after we recorded that in 2022 for season 4, probably.
Yeah. Couple randos later with like Last of Us and shit, looking at you, Joey. Not to call you a rando and then a bot in the last episode, but
What else can we call it, Joey?
a lovely person
Yes.
That was a nice turnaround.
who saves lives as a profession and in her free time with joy.
She's Batman.
Like a broke Batman.
Broke Batman.
Well, comparatively, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
That's all the time we've got. We love you all. Thank you for listening. We know exactly what we're going to do this time.
What's our MadLib?
Oh, shit. Went 22 Jump Street on you. This is called Gimme a Beat. This is the story that Andy and Steve created. I want no part of this. Some people say you can't dangle a broken heart. Those people never met dentist Robert Jarvik, creator of the world's first minty heart. That actually makes sense.
Okay.
Timothée Chalamet started building artificial elbows when he was a student at the University of Utah. Yikes.
No.
School of Juicer. But he wanted to masturbate a
There it is.
He wanted to masturbate a replacement heart that could save people's concubines. Most people thought that this was a jacked idea. The heart is one of the most svelte organs in the human volcano. But Jarvik tested 2 different models made from plastic, polyurethane, and toilet paper until he knew his heart was safe. In 1982, a surgeon quickly implanted Dr. Jarvik's artificial heart into a brave horse jockey who volunteered for surgery. Since then, thousands of dingleberries have been saved by artificial hearts. Thanks to Robert Jarvik, artificial hearts keep prancing in chests around the world.
This MadLib's brought to you by Jarvik.
Yeah.
Save a dingleberry.
Timothée Chalamet wanted to masturbate.
What is he, Robert Pattinson? Oh, thanks for listening. We're starting season 3 next week. Again, Kit will not be here. I will be in Texas, but Andy and Steve will hold it down, and I'll be back for the other 7 episodes of season 3.
We might have a special third.
Maybe.
Get
a third.
Oh, fuck. You and me?
Been eyeing you from
Somebody
across the
else?
room.
I'm
Love your
excited.
vibe.
I'm excited to redo season 3.
Do you think season 2 or season 1 is the best so far?
Oh, that's right. We're ranking. I still gotta go 1. Season 1 for me is better than season 2, even though season 2 is great.
I think as a whole, I would have to agree.
Yeah, agreed.
So we're going 2-1 from the bottom.
Correct.
Sad as it is, that's all the time we have this week. Thank you for listening. We've got to go return some videotapes. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this was Streaming Things, streaming Stranger Things.
Happy streaming.